Alright, well yesterday I finally got the car back after about close to 3.5 weeks of the shop installing and fiddle farting around with the turbo kit, and she's home. There's a few quirks in the tune right now because the guy that actually tuned it went through email and data logged on my little handheld programmer. So next week, I believe on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, it's actually going to be dyno tune, and that should work out all those little quirks. But it's an absolute frickin' animal. I mean, it's at full boost, which is almost 17.5 pounds of boost, within 5 seconds of me hitting the gas pedal. So I can drive this thing sideways down the road if I want to, but I'll just kind of go through what I've done to the car. You can see the new exhaust tips sticking out. They're the Ford Racing Performance Stingers. A lot of people talk about drone. There's a little bit of a drone in the vehicle when you're driving. Drone is like that background noise, that constant humming. Since this isn't a daily driver, I really don't give a shit, and I just wanted something that sounded pretty aggressive. You guys have seen the wheels. I'll show you a couple of gauges that were added. Here's the new shifter knob. It's the Ford Racing Performance KR. Here's the triple gauge pot up here. This little red light right here is a warning light that the oil pumps for the turbos are out or not working properly, so hopefully that never goes on. In the glove compartment here, this is my air-fuel ratio gauge, and this is the firewire cable that plugs into my handheld programmer, which is this right here. It's an SCT, one of the newest ones out. I believe this is specific for the GT500 and I think brand new turbo pickup trucks. But you can see this little plug here. This is an OBD or ODB, whatever it is, and it plugs in underneath the steering wheel down there, and assesses all the information while the car is on. And that's the way you upload tunes and go through things. But I wanted this in the glove box because I have enough gauges in this car as it is. So, and this one's kind of annoying when you're driving. It's got some lights that I turn it on, but the car is so loud you won't be able to hear me. The little dial goes back and forth, green, red, yellow, and I really didn't want that in the middle of the car driving me nuts when I'm driving. So you can kind of get the gauge for the gauges up here. On the other side, I'll show you the e-boost too that controls all the boost. It's not really hooked up yet, but I don't really know how to hook it up and set it up, but it works. It measures boost pressure and the vacuum in the car, but once the guy dyno tunes the car, I gotta make sure that it's working properly. Otherwise, if it's not, I'll frickin' blow the turbos up. But here's the engine bay. So you can kind of get a little, I'll walk you through some stuff. This is a breather cap here on the valve cover. What happens is a lot of the pressure from the turbos comes up through this pipe and then goes into the supercharger right here. So there needs to be somewhere for the oil and all the blow-by air to get knocked out, and that's what this blow-off valve is for right here. But this right here allows some of the crankcase pressure to vent out to the atmosphere. There's the Mafia down there. This extends your MAF. I guess that's what it does. I don't really know the specific electronic terms for all this stuff, but here's where I tapped in for the boost. But you can kind of get a feel for the way this thing works. It looks kind of sneaky. If you didn't know what you're looking at, you wouldn't know that this is a twin turbo and a supercharger on here. And you can't see the turbos anywhere. If you get down under the car, you can kind of see them hanging down right there. That's the oil pumps. That's one of the turbos right there. And the other one's on the other side. I don't know if you can see them right there, but you can kind of peek at the pipes right there. So I'll go to the other side here, and I'll show you the e-boost too. So I had them put this in the air conditioning vent right here. It's a pretty cool little gauge. Like I said, it measures the same thing as boost and vacuum, but it's a lot more accurate. And all these old settings on here, you can pick and choose all the all the boost settings for each individual shift point, which is way out of my league as far as programming any kind of devices like this. So hopefully the guy that's tuning the car knows what he's doing. Otherwise, I'll just leave it in here until I get somebody that knows how to program it. But that's pretty much it. I'm really happy to have the car home finally. And like I said, it was in the shop for like, I don't know, 3.5, almost 4 weeks. And it's just nice. It's crazy fast. But it's pretty tame if you don't step on the gas pedal. So I got a custom license plate. I'm pretty fired up about that too. Nobody else has had this TT GT500 twin turbo GT500. So that's about it. Here's a new Range Rover, by the way. Got some black 22s on it. I think it looks pretty good. It's the ladies' car. But that's about it, and hope you guys like it. I'm going to do a video when I actually dyno tune the car. So hopefully next week I'll have that all set up. But here's how she looks. See you on the next one.